is going to be niche, but remember one of our friends a few years ago when we had the COVID masks, and our friends had one of our friends had the vagina mask.
And Dyson have come in with this product. Look, I'm not saying it's smart, but I'm just saying they're visionaries. You know, this is what they said to Jesus, and this is what they said to people like Steve Jobs, bro.
Welcome back to Critical Banter. This is the podcast where we take the very best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into one single podcast. On this week's episode, we have a recurring game, I believe, Thousandaire Hot Seat. And then we'll also be going through some work stories on Caught Red-Handed. But before that, throughout the week, we've got me, McGuire, of Rowie.
G'day.
Kush.
Yes, sir.
And Sen.
Hello,
Thurin.
boys. Big week for me this week. I've got an update from a story I told a few weeks ago. And I'm going to give you this update because I truly believe this is the most unreasonable neighbour in the world. So a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the bad neighbours. And this was inspired by my workmate who recently moved into a new apartment block. And within upwards of 48 hours of moving in, they got an aggressively written letter from their downstairs neighbour. And basically, it just outlined that from the hours of 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., they were not allowed to walk around the house, close windows, use the shower, use the toilet.
No uses of water. They said,
yeah,
please limit the use of water
Because the
past
pipes.
11 p.m.
Because the pipes that are the
exactly.
issue.
So essentially, they were not allowed to live in their apartment during the night. And they basically ignored that letter. They told their real estate agent. The real estate agent had a laugh about it and just said, ignore it, it'll be fine. So 2 months went by, and then there was another letter.
Here we go.
So this is dated 19th of August 2023, and it starts. Dear neighbours, I am writing to you again as the situation since my first letter to you in June has not improved. Please read Strata Bylaw number 6, noise. The noise from your unit is carried directly to my unit, which is directly under your unit.
That's a lot of directness.
Thanks, mate.
This is all noise. Shower noise, noise from water use, closing of doors, including your front door, pulling up and down of window blinds and of the windows themselves. As stated earlier, the noise from your shower at nighttime between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. especially is causing me distress and disturbing my peaceful enjoyment of my unit, as it disturbs my sleep. In fact, from the very second that the shower is turned on, the noise is like an invasion.
The very second.
Similarly, other water use also seems like an invasion. Sleep, as I'm sure you're aware, is a basic right to which everyone is entitled.
God.
No, so they're just copy and pasting stuff they've written from the first letter.
So I ask you again, please do not shower between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. Please raise or lower your windows between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. very slowly and gently so that minimal noise is made every time. On Wednesday morning, the blinds were raised abruptly and seemingly violently at approximately 6:15 a.m.
Violently.
Please also minimize your use of water between these hours as well. On Saturday night, the 5th of August, there was a shower after 11 p.m. and then almost
Oh my
constant water
God.
use until approximately 11:50 p.m.
Oh, that's a long shower, to be fair to her.
Water use, though, could have been, shower, then brush your teeth and wash some dishes,
Yeah.
mate.
True. Yeah,
Never
okay.
know.
50 minutes.
And then on Tuesday night, someone had a shower and there was other water use, including the seemingly violent turning on and off of taps until 12:30 a.m. Wednesday morning. This, in combination with the abrupt blind raising at approximately 6:15 a.m., doesn't leave much time for sleeping. In fact, since you have moved in, the shower and other violent water use before 11 p.m. and between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. has been on average more than twice weekly. This is not reasonable. Please have some consideration for others. I have made some adjustments to my daily habits to be more accommodating to yours, but I ask that you do this also. I cannot live in constant fear of when I'll be woken up in the night by noise from your unit. Further, with your late night water and shower use and your early morning blind raising, no one would be able to accommodate you or cope. Please, we must all live in this block together.
In harmony.
And we all entitled to the peaceful enjoyment of our unit, as per the Strata bylaws, and in particular, Bylaw 6. I again remind you, as per the EPA guidelines, general noise should be restricted usually about 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. as a guide for most things, and until 8 a.m. on weekends. Finally, I ask, Are you able to reduce the water pressure in your taps?
What the fuck?
You may have to ask your agent or landlord about this, but I urge you to do this. This may also ease the water noise in some respects. Again, I thank you for your generosity, consideration, and cooperation. Marta, Unit 10, owner and resident.
Marta.
Marta, she's given a name now. Last time she didn't.
Silly bitch has given her name.
I actually think she's less silly this time, to be honest, because the second letter makes me feel like it is extremely loud for her. You know what I
That's the
mean?
picture she wants to paint.
I've been assured that it is not this loud and it is very much exaggerated.
Well, how would this person know it's not that loud?
Unique circumstances.
The
man.
reporting
Maybe those.
party has no idea.
Oh, so
those
you're
spec-
on Marta's side. You're on the owner and resident side.
There are two sides to every story. Right? And I think we've only heard one side too much.
Do we have Marta's number?
She did not put a number on there.
But we know where she lives.
I know where she lives, yes.
So maybe we slip her a letter. Maybe front is a current affair and say, we'll give you a chance to tell your story.
We'll knock on the door, mate.
We're a third-party investigation committee come here to ascertain the noise levels, essentially.
Well, there is an update to this update.
Okay.
This happened 2 days ago. My friend was saying that her boyfriend wanted to quickly run back into his apartment, so he left his shoes outside and then closed the door and went in. 5 minutes later, he comes out. Shoes are gone. We're now reaching guerrilla warfare levels of hostility between parties.
You reckon Marta's just waiting
He's
outside
absolutely
and his
saying
shoes have
that
been
Marta has
stolen?
stolen his shoes.
Nah.
I don't think Marta's.
That's a bit of he said, she said it up.
Yeah, I don't believe Marta's got that in her.
Unless you got the CCTV footage, I can't back that theorem.
Nah.
Look, to be honest, the letter, it seems like she's copy and pasted a bit and then just put in different dates and stuff like that. Very similar letter to last time. Still as outrageous, but I would like to hear Marta's side of the story. I'm
Exactly.
on Kush's.
I think we've
I'm
heard
with Kush.
Marta's
No,
side of the story.
I also respect the alternate solution of reduce the water pressure. You know, you don't have to stop showering, but here's a option B.
I just love the emotive language that's used.
Fear, dude.
Invasion, fear, violence.
It's warfare for him. It's the Cold War.
I thought her vocabulary was a bit limited. It was just constant repetition of words. I didn't like
Hasn't
that.
he heard of right-click synonym or anything like that? Thesaurus,
Thesaurus.com, yeah, didn't want to do that. But fair enough. Oh, look, to be honest, great update. That's excellent from you, Sam.
What
Thank you very much.
What do you think? So again, last time this happened, I said, you got to go talk to her. And he's like, nah. Sorry, I'm friends with the girlfriend. And she's like, nah, he's very unconfrontational. He doesn't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So he just let the real estate agent know. And like I said, he just laughed about it. Now, second letter, slippers are missing. What's the go? What are we saying?
Slippers are missing. I don't believe Marta has it in her. I don't think it's Marta.
You don't have substantial
Inconsequential.
evidence to point
fine.
fingers.
Because how can Marta, who's on the floor below, just happen to be hiding in the corridor? It's a
don't know
unit. It's a long corridor. You'll see
You
it.
don't know the apartment block. Neither do I, to be honest.
No, but I'm saying most apartment blocks, there's no hidden trap doors where Marta can just jump outside. You can see her in the lift with you and her get off at the same stop.
No, there's stairs, right? Like fire.
Yeah,
exit
I assume there's stairs.
So you're saying Marta's just waiting in the staircase, waiting for this guy to come in?
She obviously heard the door close because it's quite loud. And then she just went up and
Investigated the
attacked.
situation
Yeah, exactly.
and then saw slippers. This is my chance.
Do you know where this guy lives?
Yes.
All right. I'm actually
I'm
low-key
keen to go,
down
yeah.
and just have a chat with Marta just to see what's doing.
Maybe the field reporting.
That's what I'm thinking. You get the
Get her on the
camera,
pod.
get the mic.
We'll bring out the vest again that we bought ages ago for that
mate.
shoe. What did we do?
Yeah, I still have the high vis vest at home, actually.
What was it again? The
cone, traffic cone.
We coned people.
We rock in, knock on Marta's door.
Leave the cone outside. This is an investigation committee, and then we get her side
Have
of
a
the story.
clipboard. We'll
Actually, yeah,
write
Sarah
on the
from the
clipboard.
council. We're here to something about a noise complaint.
Noise
maybe.
complaint. Yeah.
The
We
neighbor
could be
down the hall is also complaining. We want to check all apartments.
We'll knock on a couple of doors. Make sure.
Yeah,
we get
make
the
it a bit
full
legit.
Scope of the story.
Make it a bit legit.
But we
Not
need,
even legit. We want information of other apartments.
we want information.
Whether it's an isolated incident or it's systemic to
So now
the
we're part of strata management, are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine if
no, we can't be part of Strata Management because she seems to know all the bylaws.
Yeah,
So we've got to be
We're
a part of it.
independent. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
independent
contractors.
contractor.
We're contractors.
Yeah, agreed.
But she's probably on the Strata board or some shit that knows all the contractors coming in and out of the.
No, I reckon we could easily, make this. Like we've been hired by whoever this person is, the your friend.
No, we don't.
Just to investigate. We're here to help.
No, we
avoid
have to be.
confrontation?
I think we have to be independent
You have to
of
be
both
independent.
parties.
Correct. We've heard noise complaints in the building from multiple residents.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we want to now investigate. And then we get your mate
We're gonna get
to
them
just
kicked
turn
out
on
at
the.
this rate.
We got to turn on the showers while we're there.
Yeah.
And then we
actually.
just listen.
All right. This
So,
is
so
current
we're
affairs
giving
at
Marta a
this point.
fair go.
I think we need to at this
I
point.
think we do. I think we actually do.
Look, slippers aside, I think if that's Marta, then I'm obviously not on board with the stealing of shoes, you know?
But we should investigate that as well. We should. We got to do a due diligence. Perhaps CCTV footage, security.
If she did steal it,
Oh,
Well,
whose
no.
side are you on now then?
No, as in if we rock up to Marta's house next week
And we
and Marta's
see
got a size 10 pair of Air Jordans you know, and Marta's a 55-year-old lady, 5'3", we know that there's some dodgy dealings going on.
That's fair.
All right. Stay tuned then as we go investigate this further. I got another one from this week. I was walking from Wynyard Station to work, and basically there's massive, like, it's quite aggressive to be honest. There's like massive LED screens on that walkway on both sides of the tunnel, which is advertising, right? It's like Westpac, HSBC. And this week there was a new one. I was walking down and I'll send you boys a photo, and I just want to get your initial thoughts on what you think that looks like or what you think it is. Show Manu as well.
What the fuck is that?
My initial thoughts were, this is going to be niche, but remember one of our friends a few years ago when we had the COVID masks, and our friends had one of our friends had the vagina mask.
Oh, I don't know this. What was this mask?
Okay, Miguel remembers. Does it not look like that?
So he bought. So you know how everyone had to buy a mask,
Yeah.
and then started buying reusable masks. So our friend very proudly, one day we met up with him. Sen and I were in like the still disposable mask.
Yeah.
He rocks up with a nice little fabric mask that was beige and kind of wrinkly.
Okay.
And my brother, I can't understand how much it looked like a vagina, bro.
But it was the same shape as that.
Okay.
So that was my first thought. And then my second thought was, dude, is this like a Optimus Prime kind of like
That's what I
cosplay
thought,
thing?
yeah.
It looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, like Bane or...
It definitely feels very cyberpunk.
Kush will put the picture up on screen.
Yeah.
For those
then
who
it-
can't see it, though, describe what we're seeing.
So it's literally, well, the photo I've shown you guys, a bloke on the London Tube, but he's got...
He's got
essentially-
headphones on
He's got
first.
headphones,
Yeah.
which is fine. I got no issues with that. That part makes complete sense to me.
Absolutely.
It's the
Attachment.
that goes from the headphones
From left to right.
from left to right, like a band across his face, covering his mouth in sort of like a dog muzzle sort of thing.
But then look at the middle. There's like an additional like battle mask. That
Yeah.
Sort of like extends forward
And it's
almost.
silver. It's like
It
it looks like proper metal type situation.
Dude, it actually looks like Optimus Prime. Like it genuinely does. So, Ro, you said you know what this is. What is it?
It's the, I think it's the Dyson headphones, mate.
It's the Dyson Headphone Air Purifier.
So not only do you get to listen to high, crisp quality audio,
Dyson known for their audio quality.
Yeah.
but when you breathe in, you're breathing in beautiful filtered air from Dyson.
Interesting.
And so, mate, what a...
This has to be a gimmick. Because when I was walking past, everyone, literally almost everyone stopped and looked at it.
Well, that's
And it was like taking photos of it and stuff. I'm like, is this just good marketing? Is this an actual product? Because I went onto their website.
Yeah.
Guess how much it's going for, Kush?
$16.99.
Okay, you've way oversold it here. It's
Oh, okay.
it's 1,100.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a good deal.
That's still an outrageous amount
Is
for
it?
probably subpar quality. And is it really
Look,
purified air?
Dyson is known for its quality in, they're ahead of the game. They're so technologically advanced in
They're
terms of...
Fan technology,
No,
yes.
yes.
And vacuum technology.
But vacuums-
it's for the mouth.
Vacuums.
But then
have
why do you
great
need the
air filters.
headphone? Just walk around with this.
Yeah, but that's like secondary to the main
Yeah.
product.
It's an additional. It's an attachment.
This is what you call
I
brand
don't
The
know.
real
awareness, mate.
attachment is the headphone, not the air purifier.
Yeah,
Right.
not only do you get the air purifier, but you get to listen to tunes while you're
Dude, something
breathing
like
in
you would
clean
wear
air.
in Dune, bro. Something fucking hell. It's
So I saw this ages ago. This is like a lot. I didn't realize it was on the shelves just yet. I've never seen anyone wear this in real life.
neither
I thought it
have
was just a
And I
concept.
think you would get
I
laughed
thought
out of
this
the
was
building
a
if you did.
April Fool's prank like 3 years ago, was it not?
It may as well, but like to be honest, I would like to get my hair. If Dyson is listening,
No way. Are you serious?
I'm
Are
a
you
fan
guys
of
actually
Dyson.
serious?
I'm a big fan of
me
Dyson.
too.
Have I
Dyson, if you're listening, we're
I
happy to
misread
try
the
out the
room here?
product.
No, but for real.
I
like-
thought you'd be on my side saying this is stupid.
It
No,
is stupid.
it's stupid, but if it's free, I will take it.
You know, there's like even their hand dryers in bathrooms. Dysons always have the best ones. They're
do, they do.
efficient, they're fast, they're effective.
So
they're
you're- You only get on public transport. So you're telling me you're going to be getting on and off trains with the fucking muzzle around your mouth.
Look, if it's breathing like in a clean.
What's wrong with the air you're breathing right now?
No, I'm just saying.
No, it's pretty bad. Like if you're in the city, have you not seen the pollution level these days?
It's not something I check daily.
To be honest, we live in Sydney where it's like, pretty good. But imagine you're in Mumbai, dude. Imagine
Well,
you're in
don't live
Shanghai.
Mumbai.
This product would be a lifesaver for people like that.
They're not targeting this to people in Mumbai. just as
1.1k,
well.
brother.
Yeah, mate. There's generally billionaires that are in
I
Shanghai.
least have to
and
pay
Mumbai.
to breathe is essentially what you're saying.
Well, if you want to, Dude, they're finding microplastics in people's hearts and lungs. You know why? Because we're just breathing in this air willy-nilly.
Yeah.
And Dyson have come in with this product. Look, I'm not saying it's smart, but I'm just saying they're visionaries. You know, this is what they said to Jesus, and this is what they said to people like Steve Jobs, bro.
I didn't know we were doing a podcast with two Dyson spokespersons.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm
actually shocked.
No, I'm on board with the
I
product.
thought
itself.
you, of all people, would
No
scoff
way.
at this idea.
I think it's genius. I actually think it's genius.
It is genius.
Perhaps we're in the wrong market for this to be launched. But I absolutely, if you're in Mumbai, Shanghai, oh my, this would be unreal. This would actually be techers. I think we should buy one, go to India, test it out, see if it's actually quality.
Because think about it, right? Yes, it looks funny. Yes, it looks strange. But that's what they say about innovation, dude. Don't be on the wrong side of history. I'm telling you that much for free. In 10 years' time or 20 years' time, I reckon we're all walking around with these contraptions on our face. Dude,
100%.
you know, people are wearing those, like, I don't know, the Oculus stuff, and Apple's got their new, you know, augmented reality looking
I've
thing.
never seen anyone wear them.
Yeah, yet.
in real life.
Yet.
Eventually we get all three, VR, headphones, and yeah,
And breathing. Yeah.
You know, full mask.
Yeah, Sen's come into this thinking that we're going to have a very
Have
different
a
conversation.
helmet on, like an F1 helmet, essentially. It's like fucking like Daft Punk walking around. I know mine is on my side at least, so that's good. You know what, Dyson, if you're out there, give us one of these fucking shoes.
Change his mind, you know, change his mind. Alrighty, fellas, to cap off the log this week, we have gone away and we've thought, you know, we'll give a little extra in the log every week from now on. So at the end of every single log of every single week, we'll be rating ours and yours, not only work from home setups, but also your office snacks. We want to see what sort of offerings you have because over the past few weeks, Kush on pod and in private has been raving and ranting about different types of office snacks and all that. So we will go through it. First few weeks, we'll go through our own, but feel free, go on Instagram or Facebook, send us in a photo of your work from home setup or a photo of the snacks you find in your office and we'll rate it. We'll give it a rating. Alrighty, the boys have my work from home setup on their phones. So boys, what does my work from home setup say about me? Alrighty, so on the screen, we have it on the screen as well, so go on the YouTube if you want to see it. As you can see, got the nice little dual monitor setup. Got the laptop plugged in on the right, screen off at time of photo. And on the left, I've got the lovely PlayStation 5 by Sony plugged in. 1 terabyte, thank you very much. Plenty of games on there to fuel my day.
Disc or no disc version?
Disc version. And then I've got the Razer keyboard there to get on the typing. The fucking, what is it? The hand wrist
RSI,
support.
RSI.
Yeah, it's a bit worn for wear.
It's looking a bit.
That's right. I got just off the photo on the right, cut off. I got the MX Master 2S.
Ah, beautiful.
Top of the line mouse, ergonomic, can work all day if I needed to, but whether I do that or not is another question. Got some lovely speakers, got a charging dock for the phone, AirPods, and Apple Watch, and got a couple controllers. So that's the pride and joy of my work from home setup. What does that say about me?
Can I ask, was this taken on a work day?
Don't know. Could be.
Could be.
Taken after work for anyone out there listening.
Because it says 11:05
Shit.
on the PS5, and I can see the sun shining through.
Oh, that was a
your-
Saturday, Sen. That was a Saturday.
Saturday.
It was a Saturday, yeah.
So you got
yeah.
your screen turned off, no laptop inside, 11 a.m. on a let's call this a Monday morning.
Hey, Saturday.
3 controllers, by the way. One that seems to be connected to a headset.
Let's work our way left to
potentially.
right. So 3 controllers sitting there. 2 are charging, and 1 is connected to, I assume, a headset. Yeah.
Yeah, Astro A10's new version 2. Thank you very much.
So
And
this-
you've got a bigger screen for your PlayStation than you do for your actual work setup. Beautiful Philips screen.
And just quietly, the screen is raring to go in
Yeah,
a
it's
game.
already-
dare I say.
I wish you could see if it's already, like, you've already launched the game and now you've just gone to the home screen. Oh, wait, one thing it does do, I'm pretty sure it tells the amount of hours you spent playing the game. Zoom in, Cushion. Can you read that? Can you tell me what that says?
Zoom in where?
On the bottom right, on the PS5
Does it actually?
screen, it does say.
That's
And I want everyone, and if you can zoom in this for the video, I want everyone to look at this.
Are you talking about the bottom
I
right
see
right
a
there? 6-1, I think. Yeah.
I believe it says 612 hours you've spent playing FIFA 23 this year.
Thank you very much.
Smokes.
Because I checked mine yesterday. I think mine was like 170, and I'm like, fuck, that seems high. And then
I'm doing full-time hours.
you're actually doing full-time hours because this is taken during work.
So let me caveat that, right? So what I do is I leave my PlayStation on.
Oh, here we go.
No, but so I
yeah,
pick
yeah.
up and play, when I get 10 minutes every now and again.
Migs has spent 26 days
That's class.
on FIFA.
Actually, because last week we were here recording, and then we walked past your room, and I saw you had FIFA open just on the SBC screen.
Yeah, man, I've been spending 3
So
hours
that would
in
have
this
been
room.
3-4 hours that gets added on there, and he wasn't even playing. So I can believe that. I can
It's
believe.
all a bit of fluff in my eyes.
Oh, look, this is not a FIFA. We're not
Sorry, and then-
rating his FIFA setup.
Well, we're still looking through his. This is his work from home setup, by the way. Just mind you. So you got NBA. I can see Rugby League 4, Rugby League 2,
Rugby League Live 4.
Rugby League
What
Live
a
4.
game.
But what about what's closer to the right? Is that a golf game? See, send a PGA game, perhaps?
PGA.
Free on PS
Fortnite.
Plus, mate. Another.
Wait, so
Great
I'm
way
very
to spend
confused.
your
I'm
day.
very confused here, right? Because he's got his. I'm not sure if this dual setup is for his work. I'm thinking one screen is just for gaming, and
Yeah,
then
but-
one screen is for Slack or something. where
I
he
have
just
never
leaves it.
said both screens were for work. I never.
More
came out and
importantly,
said-
one screen is off.
Yeah, one screen
right
is on.
screen.
But that's because privacy reasons probably. But like I'm a bit confused. If we move across to the thing, we see a speaker. Like, aren't speakers a bit redundant in this day and age?
Yeah, I'm
You
using
know?
a headset or earphones
Sorry.
or AirPods for work.
Speakers. I'm thinking about the one at the top.
Oh, the webcam.
The webcam. If you have a work laptop, why do you need a webcam?
Of course you need a webcam.
I don't use a webcam.
I definitely use a webcam.
I just use a
Because it's
webcam that comes with my laptop.
No, sometimes a bit jarring if your laptop is somewhere else or on the side or whatever, and you're like full side profile.
Yeah, agreed.
Not, personable looking at people.
I don't care.
I don't think that's
Well,
a
that's
problem
an
at all.
indictment of
Well,
you and your
when you see my work from
interpersonal
home
relationships at work.
set up, you'll see why it kind of works for mine.
No, my laptop is fully closed. So
Yeah, sometimes the laptop is closed, so I'm just working off the.
Oh, okay.
If we look at the reflection on his work screen,
Hey,
you can
stop
see
that.
Yeah, what would you
you can see two seats for the two personas this man has. The blue seat is for play, and the black seat is for
business.
work. And I'm just gonna say the blue seat looks a lot more worn than the black seat.
It also looks like it has a jersey ready
Yeah,
to...
there's a Socceroos jersey on the blue seat.
It's
as
almost
well.
like he changes outfit seat to seat.
Yeah, man. When I'm playing FIFA, I need to get the full kit on, man.
what do we think about the cleanliness of the setup?
Oh,
you
it's
know?
beautiful. I would say it's pretty clean.
I mean,
Why is there coins? There's
I was
coins
about
with
to say
letters.
that.
Like
Jeez.
did you see the coin in the bottom right underneath?
in a cashless society these days. So he's got like some coins on like a stack of unopened envelopes. So obviously the man doesn't check his mail. He just hoards it. And then we've got the pens, which is a necessary item, but then like some weird
What
like
is that
tile.
little- Yeah, what is that?
Show me it.
It's like a tile.
Oh, that's the tile I'd take it off my keys because it's out of battery.
That's for a Apple AirTag, I believe. Is it
yeah.
not?
The thing at the back is for the Apple AirTags. It's a holder.
Oh, the thing is a tile, right?
The thing in front is
Yeah,
a
gotcha.
different brand of.
I believe I can't believe no one's mentioned the Casio calculator that's sitting there.
Yeah, I
In
didn't
this day and
realize.
age,
Mate, back from year 12,
there's a
I've
thing
kept
called
that.
Excel,
Nah, dude, sometimes
or
you
even
need
just
a
the
calc.
calculator app.
Nah, the calculator, sometimes you need it, mate. Sometimes.
But I think in summation, I think we know what type of worker Migs is here. No,
Yeah.
this is the guy who's
Diligent.
this is the guy
One
who
thing for
Hardworking.
sure. Yeah, and one thing for sure.
out of 8 hours, maybe 2 hours is spent on work, and it looks like he's actually optimized his setup not for work but for FIFA. And the work is just an optional extra. He
What
just
can I
shoves
say?
on the desk.
It's a
What can I say?
DLC for his day.
Adding on from Euro, when I'm looking at this, 612 hours, unopened envelopes, there's a already connected headset there, a keyboard that's worn, doesn't look exactly clean or ready to be improved. This man's a little lazy. This man here hasn't done enough to
Damn.
put his room in the finest condition. That's what I'm saying.
I actually disagree. I think Miguel is the most efficient out of all of us. I think he's actually found the perfect way to balance work and having fun. Having literally both of them next to each other. You know, if he's sitting there playing FIFA and he gets a call on work, he has to move his chair maybe 30 degrees and he's there.
No, he just gets
No,
on
he
the other
switches.
chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just switches chair. So I think he's the most ingenious out of all of us. I wouldn't say lazy. It takes, creativity to come up with this kind of setup. So I will applaud him for that. But I think all those other points I absolutely
Damn,
agree.
bro. All right, boys. Thank you for that loving review. I really am glad you guys are my friends. Next one we have is my office snacks. So, boys, rate my office snacks. So I've taken 2 photos. The first one is a simple photo of 2 jars, one with Tim Tams, one with Kit Kats. I take this photo because this was taken on a Monday, a rare chance I was in the office on Monday, and this is how many Kit Kats they fill in that jar.
That's
So-
the whole thing.
So I normally go on a Tuesday or a Thursday. I have never seen Kit Kats in that jar in my life. But I always see on the office order, like receipt or the spreadsheet, Kit Kats are ordered. So this was taken Saturday. as you can tell, end of the day, no more Kit Kats. Tim Tams aplenty. And then the second photo we have is the normal spread. I don't think it's done by Akam. I think it's a building wide, every floor gets this sort of care package. So you get a ton of fruit, ton of bread, nothing else. And then in the fridges and shit, you have, butter, jam, peanut butter, et cetera, single portions, not a communal jar if that does anything for you. Got milk in the fridge. Got a coffee, press the screen, it makes your coffee. So that's my spread. What are the thoughts?
I'm thinking budget cuts are plenty because this is a abysmal spread, to be honest, in terms of snacks. Like, I'll be completely frank.
It's fine. That's why I don't go into the office.
Like, I don't know. I'm just looking at this and it's just sad to see just, Tim Tams and Kit Kats. That's it.
That's it. Forget just chocolates and Kit Kats and Tim Tams, nothing else. Out of everything that you can get in a supermarket, that's it.
I'm not even seeing a coffee machine. My goodness. Like, that's surely the bare minimum, no?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't-
he did say they have.
It looks like it was
Not
separate areas.
Not pictured.
Yeah. It's just that. So
Not
wait.
pictured are the bare essentials.
So the Kit Kat and Tim Tams are in one area separate from the other.
So that's on near the sink sort of area.
Okay.
And then, if you do a 180 spin,
Yeah.
there's a big table and that's where the
Yeah, I
bread
don't.
and fruit
Just
is.
look at this is a Monday. He's saying, look at the fruit. He's got kiwi fruit.
I was
for
going to
God's
say
sake.
the exact same thing. The fruit looks like they just picked up whatever fell off the back of the
The
truck.
what do they call it? The odd bunch.
The
odd bunch.
Look at the blemishes on those mandarins.
Are those lemons in there as well?
Yeah.
Are they just Imagine you want a nice, beautiful, fresh fruit on a Monday morning and you go pick up a fucking lemon.
Yeah.
I think they are less ripe oranges.
No, dude. All I'm seeing oranges. So you're gonna have to cut the. Dude,
Nah,
this is a-
mandarins. There's bare mandarins in there.
Also, bread. They all look exactly the same type of bread. No, like wholemeal sour.
No, there's rustic white, there's
No,
wholemeal.
it looks like
there's-
it's reflective of his company, and that's just white bread.
You think maybe a bit of
That's what I think. It's a homage to the employees that work there.
Yeah.
But I'll give him that. He's got crumpets. That's a nice little snack.
I agree with the sentiment in general. This is pretty depressing to look at, but I'll go out to bat, and I reckon it's the presentation of it. I reckon if they separated the fruits into different bowls with each fruit in its own unique bowl, and you spread the breads around, maybe a bit more
aesthetics.
with the bread, and more different types of bread, I reckon this would be possible.
Bro, there's more brown than orange on these mandarins, man. That's what I'm seeing.
Oranges are also green as hell. Like they're super green. Look at the one at the bottom right.
Can I ask what's in the box behind the fruits?
Yeah, look at the tea bags or
Are
sugar.
those, I was
maybe?
going to say sugars.
Give me a second, let me investigate.
And then also, next to the Tim Tams to the left, Kush and I were trying to figure out what that barcode's for.
So that box, mate, I couldn't tell you. I think
really?
it's sugars, but we also have a separate sugar spot. And then what are you talking about? The box?
So next to the Tim Tams, the
That
left,
is a 200 pack of
tea bags.
tea. Yeah, what's the green and red type?
Yeah, and you're right about the presentation though, Sam.
It's a presentation.
They're
It's just
it's all in boxes, right? These crates that they've just chucked, not even in the center of the table. It's just
Yeah,
at a weird spot.
it's like if you went to the Salvation Army, if you're a homeless person, and this was the spread they gave you. Like, here you go.
It also looks like, speaking of the presentation, look at the table of that spread. It's got wheels. It's ready to move around willy-nilly, no matter where you
Agile
go.
workplace, mate.
I don't know. Feels all a little bit
I'll
lazy.
be honest, it doesn't even look like a kitchen. They've just put this in the middle of the office floor, to be honest.
So I'm saying the wheels, man. They're moving.
Yeah.
In the kitchen, I'll give you that much.
Nah, I don't believe it. But
But the jars they use for the chocolates, though, are pretty nice. They're solid jars.
they're mason jars from Kmart, mate. They're $10.
Are they? Never mind then.
But that's fine. I don't care about the actual vessel, to be honest. I'm just caring about the spread. To me, this is pretty depressing.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's like a 4
I was gonna
out
say
of 10, maybe.
3 out of 10
I
as
was
well.
going to say 3.
There's no variety. That's the problem, man. Like, they've got Tim Tams and Kit Kats, no health. And then, all right, for health, we'll just give you fruits. Like, any danger of some,
Muesli
healthy
bars, maybe.
snacks?
Some yogurts.
Yeah,
maybe,
some
potentially.
drinks in the fridge, anything.
Man, our budget is spent on alcohol, so that's why the food items are quite low.
4 out of 10.
Game this week, boys. Thousandaire Hot Seat. I have been nominated to run the game this week and also not be able to get a point. So a reminder for everyone, at the end of September, we will be looking at the scoreboard we have on screen, and whoever has the lowest amount of points will have to sit in McDonald's for 24 hours and eat their way out with burgers. So, scoreboard, I am on top, 4.5 points. Rowie, close to me, 3. Senny, 1.5. Good little buffer and Kush. We say it every week.
0.
0, but hopefully this is your week.
Hope you better not be eating Maccas over the next couple of weeks because you're gonna get sick of it very soon.
Sen did say before this podcast he got a blood test to check his bloods, but I think maybe you should.
I will be doing it weekly before we get to that thing.
We've got to ask for a medical exemption from the challenge.
Potentially,
eventually.
maybe.
Are you nervous at all?
Alrighty, Kush, we'll move on. The game this week, Thousandaire Hot Seat, as I said. So not similar to any game out there. This is an original idea. So what we'll do is we have 20 general knowledge trivia questions. We'll start with the first person who is in the hot seat, and they will have to answer the question. If they get it right, they stay in the seat. If they get it wrong, we pass it on to the next person. 20 questions. At the end of the 20th question, whoever is in the hot seat wins the entire week. Game gets a point on the board. For God's sake, I hope it's you, Kush. And just to make it a little easy for you guys, you have one pass. All right, so if there's a question that gets thrown to you a little tricky, you can pass it on to the next person, but you only get one chance. Does that make sense, boys?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
General trivia, was it?
General knowledge trivia. I'm on teenvogue.com and they have 300 trivia questions, so we will pick some out. Are we ready to commence?
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll start with you, Ro. First question. What's the name for a group of crows?
That would be a murder of crows.
You are correct, Ro. Well done. First question done. Second question. What year was the first iPhone released?
This is an interesting one. I'm actually terrible with dates. I think it might be like maybe 2005.
All right, you are correct. It is 2007, so we moved on to
Wait, did you know that
Kushagra.
one?
Yes.
Yeah,
I just
okay,
watched
good.
Blackberry and there's like a whole thing about 2007. So, damn it, you boss.
All right, so Kush moves into the hot seat then. Is that correct?
Yes, Kush is now in the hot seat. You get the third question of the day. The third question of the day, Kush, is what is the highest grossing Broadway show of all time?
Hamilton. I'm going to throw it out there.
I don't know.
You are so incorrect, my friend.
Is it like Cats or?
The Lion King?
That was gonna be my second one, yeah.
I would have said Cats or Hamilton. So
Alrighty, so we move on to Sen, the next person, with the fourth question. What element does the chemical symbol AU stand for?
Australia, brother.
exactly. Australia, the Latin word for it. I believe it's gold.
Gold, you are correct, Sen. Well done. Alrighty, fifth question. How many colors will you find in a regular bag of M&Ms?
Oh my god, is this stuff people know? I don't know. 5.
The viewers of Teen Vogue note, and it is 6. So we go back to Ro. Ro, what is the rarest blood type?
The rarest blood type.
This is a question.
This is a
you
question.
Could know.
Yeah, you would know this.
Do you know, Sam?
Yeah, I know this one.
I'm definitely not passing if you pass.
So what question are we up to now?
We're up to the 6th question.
The rarest blood type. I'm pretty sure it might be O. Do I need to give a positive or negative?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a blood type.
Or maybe O is the most common.
Man's just giving you alphabet. The letter.
Alphabet gamma,
Z,
mate.
bro.
No, because I remember there's like some guy who has this blood type and it's
gamma.
super rare and it like works for everyone. And I'm trying to remember what it was.
Surely there's a time limit on this one, Marta.
I'll just go AB positive.
Oh, Ro, it's AB negative.
God, I knew it. I knew it was
That
AB.
is so close. So
O's the universal
Yeah,
bonus they
universal.
can give to anyone.
That's what I'm saying. I like turn around like, oh, it's AB, I think, but damn it.
Alrighty, Cushy, it's up
Yeah.
to you. What country has the highest number of citizens over the age of 65?
Teen Vogue.
Dude,
cares about this?
there's no way Teen Vogue knows this shit, bro.
Excuse me.
Well, it's on there.
Teen Vogue.
But I'll just say, in Thousandaire Hot Seat, or, it's Eddie
It's a multiple
McGuire's.
choice.
It's multiple choice, mate.
No,
Well,
I like that it's not
That's why
multiple
this is
choice.
Thousandaire Hot Seat, mate. It's different.
Yeah, okay. So,
We can't afford the extra choices.
Exactly. You have to come up with your options.
over 65, you said.
Hey, think about
Country
it.
has
This is
the
a
highest
simple
number
one.
of
This is a
citizens.
simple one.
I think I know what the answer is.
Well, I can't pass them, brother. I'm going to have to
You
say.
could. He could be bullshit.
No, but then if I'm giving him the right one, right, I'd rather be wrong. So I'm going to say. I'm just going to say England.
Sen, what do you think it is?
Is it either China or Japan?
It's Japan.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it was moderately reasonable question. Alrighty, Sen. 8th question. Area 51 is located in which US state?
Is it Nevada?
It is in Nevada. Well
Well
done.
done.
On to
Is
question.
it real? I thought it was fake. Area 51.
Well, alleged. Where is it? Allegedly. Question number 9. Who is the actress with the longest running TV career?
How does Teen Vogue know this, bro? TV. I don't know. Ellen DeGeneres, bro.
Betty White.
Makes
Rest in
sense.
peace, bro.
It doesn't really matter, to be honest, until we get to like questions
Yeah.
15 to 18.
17.
Yeah.
This is just time pass until then.
Righty Ro. Next
Yep.
question. What is the most commonly spoken language in Brazil?
Oh,
Has to be Portuguese.
Is Portuguese. Well done. That is question 10. We are halfway through.
I swear to God, if Teen Vogue gave me it's like English, I would not be happy.
These questions vary from unbelievably hard to incredibly easy.
Alrighty,
There's no in between.
Speaking of, question 11. Which famous art movement did Pablo Picasso co-create?
Art
That's
movement.
easy.
I don't know anything about art.
I actually know this.
Let me say we're halfway through and none of you have used your passes. So just
That's all right.
mind
That's why, again, once we get to 15, 16, that's when I'll start throwing passes out, right? Pablo Picasso founded the abstract art movement, I believe.
you believe, but he did not. It is. It is cubism.
I thought it was as well. Yeah.
Alrighty, Kush. What's the shortcut for the paste function on most computers?
What did you just say?
Most computers.
I did not
I
understand.
actually didn't understand
the
that
question.
What's the shortcut for the paste function on most
I
computers?
thought you said pace.
Yeah, I thought some Excel thing. I was
Yeah,
like, dude, I have no idea what this
Oh,
is.
that's easy.
Just most computers will say Control V.
Control V, correct.
Command V in
Command
some
V.
cases.
Well done. In chess, what direction can a bishop move?
Wow, here we go. Now we're talking.
Diagonal.
Well done.
He's on the
What question are we on? Hang on.
We're up to question 14.
All right, let's go. This is where it gets in.
Okay.
What was the birth name of boxing legend Muhammad Ali? And I think said knows.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
he always get it wrong.
Yeah, we're on 14.
Oh, yeah, true.
I'm gonna say Jason Statham.
Senny, did you know it?
Cassius Clay.
It is Cassius Clay. Well done. Alrighty.
Don't
Question,
dead name him. Come on. All right. Respect.
question 15. In what city were the first infections of COVID-19 discovered?
My friends in Wuhan. Is it not?
It is.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Maddie just stopped
is.
for a second.
We're getting close.
Dramatic pause. Question 16. Rose currently calculating how it gets to him.
If we all just get it wrong, I win. So I think, hang on. So Sen goes 16.
17, 18, 19. Yeah, we all got to get it wrong. Then it goes to you. No, 20. We have to go 21. So it goes to me.
Okay. All right. Passes are becoming ever more important now.
You have to be on 21. That's what makes sense.
Yeah, so we have 20 questions.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
20th question, if you get it
Yes,
right, it
okay.
stays on you.
Yeah.
If you get it
You
wrong,
win.
it moves on. Alrighty.
So Kush right now, if we get everything wrong, he wins.
I win.
Just by default.
Someone's got to break it.
But I want that to happen because if I get the 20th question, then it's just a Hail Mary if I get it right or not.
I can't do this kind of mental maths. Just give us the
Right, I'll
question.
just give you the next question, Sen. Question 16 is, in Greek mythology, who was known as the messenger of the gods?
As Percy Jackson, just the books.
It's not Postman Pat.
Clash of Titans.
I'm gonna pass here.
So, no, he's done some mental
All
math.
right, all right, Ro. In Greek mythology, who was known as the messenger of the gods?
The messenger of the gods is Achilles.
It is not Achilles. It is Hermes. Hermes, whatever you
Oh,
want
he
to
makes
call it.
bags as well, bro.
I know him for his, bag making rather
Of course, you know the bags, right?
Oh my God.
Question 17, mate.
Don't you dare. You little man, don't you dare.
What was the first country to give women the right to vote?
Oh, this is a question we've asked on this podcast
And it
before.
should be
as
right
well.
down your
I don't remember it.
Write down your wheelhouse, Kush.
Oh, no, we did do this in the pod.
We have.
I know the answer that I said was wrong.
It was in 1893. If that does anything,
It does help
for
because
you.
it's not Australia. I know it's not Australia.
Yeah.
Right, well then
think
another-
more Middle East.
So now you have a
That's where I'm leaning towards.
now you have a 1 in 205 chance if it's not Australia.
Okay. Which country, sir?
Don't look at me,
Yeah,
man.
which country is what I'm asking you?
Which country, Sen?
Don't do it.
Do you have any idea which
Don't do
country?
it. No, I don't. I told you that.
What number is this? 17.
17.
Yeah, do the math here. Kush.
I'm going to say it is...
Give us something, Kush.
No. I've got the answer. I've got the
Okay,
answer.
all
The
right.
answer is England.
You don't have the
Is
answer.
it a Scandinavian
Isn't it New
country?
Zealand?
It's New Zealand. Well done. Well done.
Oh, I shouldn't have passed that.
Alrighty, we are on to Sen with question 18. Oh
Get it
my
wrong,
God.
boys. Just get it wrong. Both of you get it wrong.
You still have to answer
Yeah,
20
I know.
correctly.
No, so right now you're in the
I
position
have-
where
yeah.
if we
You
all get it
pass.
wrong, you win.
Yeah.
So if you get it, he has no passes left.
I have no pass.
Serious?
Yeah, because I used it to get her
So
message in.
me and you have a pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh, spicy. All right. 18th question, Sen. What is the more popular name for the portrait officially titled La Gioconda, painted in 1503?
Oh, you don't have pass. Oh, he doesn't have pass.
La Gioconda.
But what's the difference between passing and getting it wrong?
Passing
It's the same
keeps the
question.
same
Push.
question.
True. Yeah. Like that would have been a great question to
This would
pass
be a
on.
great question to pass on.
You ain't no La Gioconda?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Because that will help.
What is the more popular name for the portrait officially titled La Gioconda, painted in 1503?
All right. La means the.
Yeah, what about
So,
Gioconda?
Gioconda. Just that's the part I need to figure out here. Would I have heard of this? Can I ask that at least?
Can I
No,
answer
no, no,
that?
no, no, no.
Mate.
You're in the hot seat.
If you're
can't-
Eddie McGuire, you're not, you know, if someone asks, have I heard of this?
Conda or snake?
Oh, Seth, I want to give you a hint really badly.
Do you actually know this?
I think I do.
Sorry, Sal.
Am I allowed to give it just to Kush just to see if he knows?
No, no, no. You can't. Do
I can
that.
ask him for fun afterwards to see if he
right.
knows it.
I don't know. The Mona Lisa. Who knows?
You're a bastard. You got it right.
Actually, 1503. Yeah.
the Mona Lisa,
Da
baby.
Vinci was like the 1600s.
No, it's a Renaissance man.
That is unreal. That
but
is.
it's not the Mona Lisa. Isn't it just Mona Lisa?
It goes by many names.
All right.
Excellent from you.
That
That's
is unreal.
Oh, you're a
a
whore.
clutch play.
Alrighty, we are on to the 19th. 1-9
You gotta get this
question.
wrong, brother. You gotta get it wrong.
Well, now
No,
either,
actually, you have to get them.
yeah, I
both
have to
right.
get them
Yeah.
both right now. I literally have no other option.
Sen, are you ready?
Yep.
How many keys are on a modern standard-sized piano?
We've asked this as well.
Have we?
We have asked this as well.
Is it because you use the same website to run a trivia game?
Potentially.
I don't know this one. I genuinely don't know this one.
Go on, take a hit. Take a guess.
I'll say 37.
Mate, double it.
Did you
It's
do Gioconda again?
No, it's like 66.
Only 30.
I don't
37.
know. I don't know.
There's 88.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I was never going to get close to that. I'm going.
All right.
This question.
So Kush, Sen is now out.
This is just Euro.
No,
Unless
Sen is
you
out.
both get them wrong.
So if I get it
If
wrong,
you pass, I pass as well. Then I can get sent to win. But I obviously don't want to do that.
No, but you also, if you both get them wrong, and it comes back to me, right?
Correct. Yeah.
what question are we on, Mick? I need to work this out.
19.
Question 20.
Sorry, 2020.
This is the
So-
one. If you win,
So
you get
it's
to
on
win.
Euro.
Yeah,
So if you get it right, you win.
there we go.
If you get it wrong,
Goes to me.
goes to Kush.
And if you pass,
And the-
I have to get it right as well.
And then Kush also has the option to,
Pass.
if you pass, Kush can answer and win. Pass it, it's up to Sen. But if Sen gets it wrong, it can come back to you.
Right.
So
think,
there's so many variations, boys.
think about the competition, right? Who you want to win now?
Let's say if Ro passes, it comes to Kush and Kush gets it wrong. Does that question then come to me? Like
Yeah.
the next one come to me?
no,
or does it
you
go
win.
back-
You win.
There's no
You win,
21st question.
Because you're, on the 21st spot now.
You're in the hot seat,
Okay.
mate.
But if I pass, because I still have a pass, then you have to get it right.
Oh, okay. And then, but then Ro
wins,
gets the
yeah.
win.
But I'd much rather that.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that makes sense.
Think about the competition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right,
That
come
makes
on.
sense.
You know who you want to win.
Well, I want to win.
No,
But-
Yeah, I was going to say, Ro wants to win.
Okay, anyway.
Well, let me just hear the question and I'll decide who I want to give this
Swear to
to.
God, if it's something easy.
Ro, 20th question. We've gone through all the variations. It lies in your hands, mate. The question is, which two countries have the longest shared international border? So which two countries, their border is the longest in the world?
Wait. When you say longest, you mean by length or by time? So the,
By teenvogue.com.
I'm pretty sure it's by
depends
distance.
on how. Is it by distance? Yeah.
It would be by
It'd
distance.
be by distance.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What do you mean shared border by time, bro?
By how long it's been running up, essentially. Yeah. Think about the old.
It wouldn't be that.
No, think about the old Jerusalem days, bro. Teen Vogue is on that.
So
I don't know-
basically the two oldest countries is basically what that variation would be. Anyways, distance. Question 20. I will sack this whiteboard.
All right.
Ro, you can answer. You can
I don't want to
pass.
answer this question.
Don't.
Shit.
You know what happened if I pass?
I want Kush.
Wins, you idiot.
All right, well, how about we talk aloud for a second?
Okay, we'll talk aloud. Let's just talk.
Okay. Just as
The border.
I'll just talk out loud. Borders. Think about famous borders. You know?
Mexico.
Mexico, the US.
The shop borders.
Yeah, rival to Dimmicks.
Yeah.
What about like, India, Nepal, India, Pakistan?
That's what I was.
What about like Russia? I'm feeling like it's a Russia type situation maybe.
There was two that came to my mind. It was 2 out of the 3 you just said.
Which one did you think?
I thought it was the brothers.
No, it can't be the brothers.
I'm gonna
India's
have
a
a-
tiny country, mate.
Mid-question interview with you, Ro.
Please.
So if you answer this question, you can either give yourself the point
Or Kush the win.
point. And if you give Kush the win, it makes the overall leaderboard more interesting.
But if you give it to me and I get it wrong, guess who wins? It's all over then. The Mac challenge doesn't get interesting.
It's not all over.
More likely than it is almost all over. We don't.
So
have
I think
time.
not only do you know the question, right, but what do you want?
What do you want?
Holistically, what
Competition.
do you want?
I want Kush to win. Therefore, my answer is America and Mexico.
Bro, you got one of the countries right. It is US and Canada.
Canada.
So you got it wrong.
Yeah, that's good. Because now
Then
Kush
Kush
wins.
gets the win.
Kush, well done. He's on the board.
Kush is in the hot seat. Well
gifted a
done.
win.
At this point, you don't need anything.
I think
you
I
can
need
take.
it, boss.
And just like that, suddenly the drama intensifies, Sen, because Kush is hot on your heels, my friend.
That's
That
like
is
gifting 900
ridiculous.
V-Bucks, baby. Let's go.
So we will
Woo!
update the scoreboard in the interim. But Kush, 1. Sen, 1.5. Mate, 1/2 a point in it. Unreal.
There's another episode here sponsored by our good friends at Manscaped. Woo! If you haven't heard already, and look, we've been saying for the past few weeks, but it is smooth sack summer. There it is. Sorry, Sen did some weird little physical touch there. But when you are playing in the summer sun, make sure you escaped from pubes to bum.
Wow.
That's right. This is the summer to keep your balls cool while still looking hot with Manscaped. The leaders in below the waist grooming are making sure we all have a ball this summer by giving our pants partners everything they need to stay fresh. So we want you to dive headfirst into the smooth sack summer. And you're going to do that by going to Manscaped. But before we give you the juicy details of how and what you need to do, let's just talk about some of the packages here. We all talked about those performance packages. This one's 4.0, fellas. It has had updates. And, I always say anything that's had an update, it means the company is willing, they're caring, and they're
They
providing.
put their love and care into what they provide to you guys.
Not just once. 4.0, fellas.
4 iterations.
Check out their R&D expenses.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
big time. They have built the ultimate grooming bundle for your summer grooming. The Lawnmower 4.0 trim. Fellas, that ceramic blade, it's cutting edge, I'll tell you that much. But it reduces any sort of grooming accidents to their advanced skin-safe trademarked technology. It's got a new multifunction on-off switch, by the way, which I have to say is a massive help.
That is actually quite good.
And then it can engage with a travel lock. That's the beauty of it. Think about that while traveling. We now got a lock, on and off switch.
Safe, keeps it safe.
I don't think I mentioned this, maybe in the last couple of weeks, but I don't think I mentioned it today. It is waterproof, fellas. It is waterproof. Beach, lake, or shower. This razor will devour even the strongest pubes. Woo!
I wouldn't recommend doing it at the beach, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing it.
Shower, I would 100% recommend.
Easiest way to get like a, sexual deviant, kind of a register against your name.
You don't want to be on the register.
Yeah.
But what do you want to be on? The Manscaped 4.0 package,
Absolutely.
because it gives you 2 free gifts as well as part of the 4.0. The boxes and the shed travel bag.
And we've said this ad nauseum. The boxes, sublime. The travel bag, I use them everywhere. So you want those.
We travel with the bag.
I would pay just to get those two alone. But you're getting this. What was that, Kush? How much do you have to pay for these?
Well, you paid full price, right? That's what you'd think. Sam.
That's what you think. If
what
I'm an idiot, I would say
I'll
I'd pay
think full price because I'm getting some free
And
gifts.
even then, I would be happy to pay full.
Exactly, because you're getting some 2 free gifts. I'm like, maybe full price. I'll give that a go.
But you know what? All you have to do is go to your shopping cart and type in 3 letters, TCB. That's all you have to type. Guess what you get, Sen?
Well,
Just guess.
I'm
Throw numbers. What do you think? What do you think a company would give you?
a company. Oh, dude, they probably want to protect their profits. So they're times are tough, cost of living. Or maybe 5% at most, right? 5% surely.
20% off
No.
plus free shipping.
2-0.
fellas.
2-0.
Yeah.
Oh, serious.
What are they
2-0.
thinking over there?
Did you hear the second part? Free shipping.
What?
Free shipping. 20% off and free shipping.
That's basically at that point 30% off. Basically, if you're getting
Basically.
free shipping as well.
Exactly. And so, fellas, please use the code TCB. Go to manscaped.com and get yourself.
I'm going to go there right now.
Support the
very
people that support us. Thank you.
Exactly.
Alrighty, boys, we're back with Red Handed, the segment where we talk about us or our listeners getting caught at work doing stuff that they really probably shouldn't have. So we put the call out during the week and we got a few good stories from our listeners. I gotta say, our first one for today is gotta be the strangest work story I've ever heard. So we're gonna keep these anonymous, I feel. Probably not good if we name and shame them and you can go look them up. So we'll keep them anonymous. The first one is anonymous. And he said this happened a few years back at a mid-tier Australian law firm. Wow. So he said, so I had to go to the office to finish up some stuff as I needed access to our internal network. There's usually a few people working on Saturdays, but today it seemed like I was the only person as most of the lights were off. Anyways, after working for a couple of hours at around 10 a.m., I went to the bathroom, which is a single occupancy with its own lock. Given the empty office and the door being unlocked, what I saw in the bathroom shocked me. A male coworker, completely naked, with his erect penis slapped over the edge of the sink, either urinating or ejaculating.
What do you mean either?
I didn't have time to investigate.
Anon didn't spend much time. I was terrified. Like if the guy would do something this fucked up, what would he do to me? He yelled, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." I just excused myself and sprinted back to my desk to process what the fuck I just seen. I waited a good hour till I was sure he was gone before I went back to the bathroom. In brackets, he went, "I was holding my piss the entire time."
On the sink. On the foot.
That is
sink.
outrageous.
It's on the urinal or the cubicle. On the sink.
To be fair-
Dude, how big is this guy's wang if it's reaching the sink?
How tall is he though?
Oh, how tall is he?
Yeah, he must be like.
What's a low sink?
Say completely naked.
Completely naked. And he noticed it was an erect penis as well, mind you.
It's on a Saturday. Like, why is this guy doing this on a Saturday? He's coming
Probably
in.
is-
What I was thinking was maybe Friday night he had a big one, and then he's probably slept in the office maybe overnight, like after drinks or whatever, and then he's woken up Saturday morning in the office. I can't excuse or explain the rest of the behavior, but at least that could explain that part.
Or ejaculating. That's the one. Oh, what's he doing?
Because like a sink piss is somewhat common, I would say. A sink wank, I've never heard of previously. Like even I've done a sink piss, mate.
I'll be brave. I'll put my hand up. I have never sink pissed or sink wanked in my life.
I have never sink pissed or sink wank.
What about you, Kush?
I have never seen pissed or sink wank.
What about you, Ro?
I've sink pissed.
In your own sink or a...
No, I did it when I was working at a well-known.
Here we go.
So you did a sink piss at work.
At a
Yeah,
mid-tier
I was-
law firm.
I was influenced. Yes, I was working at Athlete's Foot.
Jesus Christ.
So it wasn't in an office. It was more like a retail situation. And my colleague, my friend from high school who got me the job, he introduced me to the world of sink piss, right? Because I
Like
feel-
an initiation when you start work.
What,
You need
what do you mean the world of? There's only, what else is there?
No, I'll tell you why.
It's a cinematic universe.
I'll tell you why it makes sense in a retail environment because the bathrooms, I mean, whatever, I'll say it. It was Hornsby Westfield, right?
So you pissed in Hornsby Westfield Athlete's Foot sink.
Yeah, because the bathrooms are pretty far away and you can't just leave the store unmanned to go to take a piss. So what my friend Matt did is he was like, come here, let's do something together. And I was sitting there like, what are we gonna do?
A communal
Wait,
fucking...
yeah.
And then he's like, oh, if you can't be able to go to the bathroom, there's a sink at the back. We'll just piss in the staff room. And so I was like, oh, that seems pretty weird, man. He's like, no, like, it's pretty normal. Like most people do it. And that's how I became a serial sink pisser.
Oh, so this wasn't a one-off.
I mean-
so whenever he needed to go and couldn't leave
Not
the store.
every time because the managers and stuff. It was literally only when, it was like after hours on Thursday nights when the manager had gone home and me and Matt were just working together. And then you just
Yeah,
sink pissed.
but there's one of you. Surely you tell your friend Matt, I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Can you
well, yeah,
man the
that doesn't make
store
sense.
for a minute or two?
No, because it's also then it just got fun. Then it was just for
The thrill of it.
the thrill.
So
yeah.
don't give us this excuse, this reasoning.
The bathroom was so far
when the main
away.
thing is a thrill.
It started off as a necessary thing to do, and then and the beauty of the sink piss is that you take the piss and then you just pour the urine out with the water, and it all goes down the same drain, and no one's none
No
the
one ever
wiser.
smell anything?
No, because you're pouring the water, you're getting rid of the urine, bro.
You know what they call that? Flushing. Yeah. Modern day toilets have that function.
All right, I've got another story as well that's been sent in. This is a story time of how dyslexia caused hospitalization in the workplace. I worked at an Australian startup, maybe not so much now, in the facilities area. So we provided catering every Friday evening as part of happy hour. This often included pies, cakes, and all sorts of snacks. They would also have a card in front to signify what it was. Example, beef meat pie. One day, he who must not be named put out meat pies but listed them as vegetable pies. We found out eventually that he was changing, well, not necessarily changing, he had dyslexia.
I can't laugh at that.
We eventually learnt about this after a worker was hospitalized due to allergies from a beef meat pie.
Oh my God.
He was not fired, brackets obviously, but could never put up the title cards ever again.
Look, okay. There's a couple of things here. I'm not claiming to know anything about the condition dyslexia.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure dyslexia, a man walked into a bra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not vegetables and meat. Like, is that really dyslexia?
Yeah, I don't know the legitimacy here, but I'm pretty sure with dyslexia, it's like the words reading as well, right?
It's like close together. Like you read
Yeah.
like
I think it was the beef vegetable pie. Maybe it's the cards. Like the cards were all just, I don't know.
Those
but-
words are not similar.
Yeah. they're not-
but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I get what you mean.
Or if I
The
could,
room for error is not acceptable, I feel.
like
Do
these,
you reckon he legitimately was maybe changing it or
Careless, maybe.
careless? Yeah.
Or intentional.
Who knows what happened, man?
like I don't know. That's pretty funny though. I'm not gonna
Dyslexia
lie.
causes hospitalization in the workplace, dude. Imagine that, finding out, like, okay, because you put out, it's the beef pie probably, and you put out, when it's for a vegetarian.
Yeah.
They ate it.
But at least,
they know.
that's not allergies. Allergies, like that's just Sen, Triple Cheese told us a story about how he's looking to sue HR.
Yeah.
Because they told him it was vegetarian, but it was meat. Except there was no dyslexia involved. They just
just got
misplaced the card.
errors.
Yeah.
But all I can think of is, I don't even want to say this actually. Lucy Letby, the lady who,
The nurse.
the nurse who killed heaps
my
of
God.
babies.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
But anyway.
You reckon it's a workplace cereal?
No, that's what I'm like vibing towards. It's this guy who's just like getting a kick out of replacing the names,
The names.
and like looking.
Finally got caught.
Yeah, he's finally got caught,
Oh, it's the mushrooms all over again.
and he's chucked out dyslexia. I don't know if he's actually
He's using
dyslexic.
4 and 20 pies. So-
Just an aside, what are your thoughts on eating other people's like dietary requirement food?
I think it's pretty funny.
Like you go to a barbecue, right? And obviously, halal, non-halal, vegetarian, whatever. But maybe on the day you're feeling a bit of a veggie patty.
Yeah.
So you eat 2 or 3.
Nah,
What
not
are your
on.
thoughts on that?
What? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because they've only got like 5 veggie patties for the 5 veggios, bro.
I don't
And if
think
you
that-
eat 3 of them,
They give a decent amount.
It's not like, oh, only you 5 stand here.
Yeah.
No one else come here. It's never
But
that.
sometimes it's like that.
If it's like that, then I'll be like, all right.
Yeah, you got to
to
suss how much
Yeah.
they have
Exactly.
and make sure they've taken first.
If
And
they
then
have
you
a
have.
lot, what's one?
Yeah, exactly.
What's one gonna do? You know what I mean?
that's
Let's
fair.
talk about scale. Your company has 1,000. It's 1,000 people, and then you out of one person cannot judge whether that is for the exact amount of people or that's for everyone's
Exactly,
fair game.
yeah.
So you're saying you're taking it?
If I'm feeling it, I'm taking it. That's what I'm saying.
Another one about a story of the most ignorant coworker there is. So I was just going through online and I was on Twitter just doom scrolling as you do, and I came across this thread and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect for this week's segment. So
Lovely.
let me take you through it. So the first one in the thread was just coworker got his lunch stolen and they've agreed to let him watch the security camera tape. This is the most excited I've been at any job ever. Ever. The lunch in question was shrimp fried rice, which means this escalates from a misdemeanor to a felony, no doubt. Case facts. Lunch was in fridge for less than an hour before it vanished. No shrimp smell remnants in the microwave or kitchen area. This was a professional hit, no doubt. Holy shit, he's back. He watched the tape. He knows who did it. So the man whose lunch was stolen sits across from me. The person who stole his lunch sits right next to me.
Ooh.
She left for the day before the investigation started. According to the video, this psychopath didn't even eat the food. She took it out of the fridge and threw and buried it in the trash.
Oh, what?
That's outrageous.
Her motives remain completely unknown. In lieu of what he saw on the tape, he has decided to not press the matter anymore. I can't say I blame him. We don't know what this woman's fully capable of. So the dude watched the video with HR. They asked, what do you want to do about it? He told them he was solely interested in who did it and he didn't want to be responsible for someone getting fired. It's a good guy.
Interesting.
So after charges were dropped, HR sent a company-wide email about not stealing people's lunches. She's scheduled to arrive at work in 20 minutes. She walked into the room, and the room is dead silent. Dead fucking silent. Yet there is a palpable, explosive energy pulping through everyone but her. From the moment she walked in, I've been staring at her. Watched her open her email, and now she clicked the HR email. Here we go. I can't move. I simply can't move. Anything could happen right now. After seeing the HR email, she says out loud, "Whoa, someone stole someone's lunch?"
It's a classic. That's a classic maneuver.
Who would do something like that?
Classic.
After she said that, Shrimp Guy responds, "Well, yeah, it's not okay to throw someone's lunch away."
Bang.
This shit's about to get crazier. After he says that, she goes, "Oh, it was your lunch. Well, why would you go to HR about it?"
Oh, it's been caught. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean? Why would you just chuck my lunch in the bin?
She is simultaneously denying her involvement and calling the guy who saved her job a snitch. Dude just sighed and went back to work after she said that. She looks frighteningly calm. I'll keep updating if anything else occurs, but I can say that everyone in the office, from the janitor to the founder, knows what she did. She now carries a scarlet letter.
Scarlet letter. Yeah, everyone's going to remember that now from now on. Everyone knows, right? So you've been stained in the office.
There is one final update. He goes, "Unbeknownst to the guy and the woman, I just ordered 3 shrimp fried rice for lunch and will be hand delivering them. She took the fried rice from me with a big smile on her face. She's eating it and loving it. This is utter ruthlessness."
Ice in her veins, man.
"I love shrimp fried rice," the thief said. And the final one, "I wish I could close this up with a neat little bow, but it appears that we may never know why she did it. Maybe she doesn't know what she did. Either way, I'm now forced to work 40 hours a week next to a cold-blooded individual."
That's a wild story. That is a wild story. Because, like, why?
Yeah, what could the motives be?
Yeah, the motives, as the detective said, unknown.
Unknown.
It's a cold case. That's what it is.
Because I get stealing someone's food to eat it. Like you look in the fridge, you're like, oh, that's,
I don't
would
get it.
love.
I don't get it. I wouldn't do it as well.
I'm saying I wouldn't do it, but I understand it. Like if
I
you look,
understand the mind of a psychopath that would do it.
you open up the fridge and you look inside and you see a beautiful, pad thai, and you look at your lunch, which is like a ham sandwich.
And the Thai restaurant down the road is pad Thai $25.
Correct.
Right?
So you lust after that meal, and then you take it, you warm it, you eat it, as the normal psychopath behavior thing to do. Not chuck it in the bin and waste it.
And intentionally hide it underneath all the other rubbish.
Has anyone here ever stolen someone's lunch from work?
I've never stolen.
The only thing I can think of is like when I steal stuff from my brothers, like when stuff is in my fridge and my brother has brought home leftovers and like he saved it for himself. But then I look at what my mum's cooked. I'm like, dude, I could really do with the Korean fried chicken right now. And then I take it. And then that causes an absolute, that's mayhem.
As it should,
Yeah,
though.
you shouldn't be doing that, right? That's
Can't just do that.
You're telling me you've never stolen stuff from your, food from your fridge?
absolutely not. Never.
One of my mates did at one of my old jobs. Every second Friday, they clear out the fridge. And my mate had noticed this bit of lunch had been in there for basically the entire week. So come Friday, pulls it out of the fridge, puts it in the microwave and starts eating.
Job done.
He's like, they're going to throw it anyway.
You know what? I respect that one. It's been in the whole week. It's going to get thrown.
But why would you want to eat it if it's been there for a week? What I love
Food
is
keeps in the fridge. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I've got another quick story here that's been submitted. This man was caught illegally offshoring work. I used to work at a telecom company in Melbourne. This man's got a job as a software engineer and his evaluations were top of the market, one of the best in the business. I got the call eventually saying that there was strange activity on the network. Turns out there was a VPN that was active on the network every Friday at midnight. Turns out this asshat is paying a development firm in another country to do his work for a quarter of his hourly rate. He was swiftly fired.
That's business
quality.
mindset. That's grind set, dude.
Not at midnight.
I respect that highly.
That's so funny.
Also, only on a Friday as well. He knew his time because Friday, most people don't care, right? It's the end of the week, but this man's got it at midnight, a VPN up and running, and he's
Bravo.
got some
And
brothers.
Monday morning, all his tasks are done.
job done.
That's actually good. No wonder his evals were perfect.
That's actually a genius idea because, you get fired here. Go to your next place. You can do the exact same thing again. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
We'll
that
do it a
is-
bit smarter so it's a little less traceable.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but the only way they found out was VPNs.
Yeah, VPN. Because, I mean, look, it is a telecom company. These guys work as software engineers. I mean, is it a genius idea? Someone's going to notice some sort of unusual IT kind
No,
of
but how long? He's probably gotten away with
Yeah, I
this
was
for
gonna
like
say,
a year, brother.
exactly.
Like, or maybe even 2. So He's been living his life scot-free, going surfing on the weekends.
Yeah, what's his profit and loss in this job?
I think that's a job well done. From
He's
this
ahead of the
fella.
curve anyway. These jobs are going to get outsourced regardless. So
All he does is go morning stand-up. Say, yeah, I'll do that today. Bang, go to the beach.
Could you ever do this? No, you can't do it like legally. Like, imagine if you
of
told your
course
boss,
you couldn't.
like, you know, hey, I'm going to offshore this part of work.
No, because obviously, like, it's confidential client, you know,
yeah.
company secrets that you're
Private data
giving
there, mate.
Some-
these guys from Upwork or Fiverr. You know what I mean? Like,
Plus, are you going to tell your boss how you can they can sack you? As in, like, they can just pay these guys.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm not giving them ideas.
I've got another quick story that's been submitted in here, fellas. This man was a serial burglar in an Australian tech office. So,
Interesting.
as part of all tech offices, they're renowned for like a snack hall. They often give breakfast, lunches, dinners, etc. And so, like, this tech company provided a whole heap of snacks. Think Tim Tams, Kit Kats, chips, muesli bars, protein bars, yogurts, all sorts.
Everything you can think of.
It's a variety of beautiful snacks.
Wow.
That's what it is. And it would be refilled every day, twice a day. Now, what we found out was eventually around Friday evening, this man used to bring a bigger bag than his normal backpack.
Oh my God, don't tell me.
This man every Friday would walk around all 3 floors of the office, combing out and cleaning out all the office snacks. He would go basket to basket, taking all cookies, chips, protein bars, tea bags, and dumping them all into his bag.
Like reverse Santa Claus.
He even went to the fridge and used to take full cream milk bottles to
that's not-
Come off it.
And eventually, we also found out that he was also taking bread as well. The way we had found out was eventually people in facilities noticed their snack produce was going faster at a very fast rate, essentially. They checked CCTV footage and they found this man going floor to floor with his head turned to the camera, pulling snacks into his bag. And soon he was fired.
What? What is the
What?
actual
Stealing,
crime there?
stealing.
Is it though?
I actually, this was my question. Is
I
this
don't
stealing?
think it's stealing.
It's definitely stealing.
It's questionable.
No,
but,
so like-
and it's odd behavior, but it's not stealing.
Stationery, right? You can get a pen or two. If you take the whole cupboard of fucking pens, that's
Nah,
something.
dude. No one's seeing they're counting pens, bro.
Also, this is
No, but
Friday.
if every Monday you're grabbing the whole stationery and taking it home.
and if it's a Friday, it means they're going to throw it out regardless.
They're getting restocked and refilled.
Brother, it's Tim
It's Tim
Tams, not
Tams.
fruit.
no, so
You can eat it on
I had a
Monday.
similar thing on a Friday. Like we have like bags of bread that are there, and the cleaners were coming around, and they were literally about to throw all of them.
Yeah, bread
and
makes
they offered
sense,
me,
bro.
"Do you want to take bags of bread
Yeah,
home?"
well, what'd you just say? You were offered.
Yeah, but
This guy's taking it on his own accord, taking non-perishable
Correct.
items
Correct.
for himself just so they can suck up on
Is
Monday.
Yeah, muesli bars and protein bars, they can stay like unlimited time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, the bread and fruit and stuff, fair game because they're going to go off. So if you want to take them, I don't have a problem with that. But he's just, I mean, like, how much is tech companies pay a lot, bro? Like, how come you can't afford to just buy a 3 liter bottle of milk?
I also don't think this is about affordability. This is the fact that it's free and he's taking like it's a wide variety of everything. Think about it.
But like liters of milk is just making your backpack so heavy.
heavy.
But
Yeah.
that's why he brought a bigger backpack to make sure that he could take all this stuff.
This guy's like trekking the Kokoda Trail with like a 30 like kilogram backpack
I'm
on his
imagining
back.
he brought like a massive sack and he's just slinging it over his shoulder.
It's one of those like DoorDash high vis bags, those orange cube kind of bags he just brought in.
I don't think he deserves to be fired though.
Yeah, I don't think, and I'll be honest, I used to do something similar as well.
Yeah.
Back when I was at KPMG, every Friday afternoon, like at 2-3 p.m., they used to bring out a trolley of snacks, like chips, lollies, chocolates, you name it. So what me and my mates used to do was we take for the day, but then we took a couple extra for like during the week and we just stashed it in our locker.
Yeah.
Dude, over 2 months, I had a brilliant, like a small level, like hobbit, like massive chest in my locker of just snacks and stuff. And it was going great until March 2020 when the COVID hit. We went home. About 6 months later, I went back to the office. I'm like, oh, I still got my, because it's non-perishables, like you guys said. The bastards took it all because they went through and they cleaned out everyone's lockers. And I mean, they threw out all these perfectly good Skittles bags I had. And I was actually heartbroken for like a week or two.
Fair.
I do that as well with snacks. I will take like maybe an extra one.
Yeah, you always got to take a snack or a drink for the road.
Yeah.
From work.
Yeah,
like,
but that's
after,
one.
like, yeah, that's what I mean. It's one. That's why it's fair. You know, after, drinks, maybe I'll take a can of Coke just for my bus ride.
No
home
dramas
sort of thing.
there.
I can
That's
just
fine.
see this guy in the footage, like with a hand outstretched, just like
When you're doing one of these ones, bro, it never looks good.
that's what he's doing. And his head's not facing the camera, just slamming them all into the bag.
It's like at the poker table. You're doing with this the chips. He's doing that with
Give me that.
snacks. Righty, boys, that brings us to the end of an absolutely red hot episode. It got too hot that bro actually had to leave.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle it.
Wow.
I got to say, things are heating up. 5 weeks left in our gaming challenge. The leaderboard, just to remind you, Kush is now on the board. Yes, I repeat, Kush is now on the board. If you're driving right now and you heard that news, please do not take out other cars. I know you are excited. Stay on the road. Kush is on the board with 1. I am precariously above him on 1.5. And Ro and Migs are basically playing a different game at this point.
But let's just say, Migs might be playing a different ball
Yeah,
game. But
Migs is genuinely, he's in his own league. Ro is kind of, I think that's why. His butthole's getting a bit tight there. He was clenching up a bit.
I am mathematically
You're safe from relegation.
I've got that 40-point mark. Ro, if all things go according to plan, which, some script writers might have, he could still come last.
Let's just say, Sen, if you win next week and I win the week after, just think about what
It's-
Ro would be feeling.
It's game on.
Woo-hoo!
It's game on. So there's a lot to play for with 5 weeks left. So
Yeah.
stay in touch with that. Otherwise, give us write in with any corporate stories you have, caught red-handed, maybe any blunders at work. And also submit your work from home setups. We want to see them. We saw Migs' this week.
Please.
We're going to see everyone else's in the next few
Yep.
weeks. But we want to see yours as well. And your snacks as well. So we're going to be rating those as well. So please let us know what spreads you guys have at work. Otherwise, go on to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, find out all our episodes, or go into TikTok. Just check out our clips. Support us there. Buy some Manscaped. Love you. See you next week.